Welcome back. This is King David, and this is how to make DJ Khaled Style beats. Now, the first part we're going to go into is the kick. We started with a layer, all right? A layer is when you take several channels and you stack them on top of each other. Now, you start with uh, going down to your channels, add one, slide over to layers and left click. Once you hit layers, you can then choose the tracks that you want to layer. Now, layer is nothing but stacking two separate or two of the same sounds on top of each other. This is an instance where I stacked two of the same sounds on top of each other. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted that drum to have more punch and more breakthrough in the track. So I double stacked it, and that's a technique that a lot of producers use, and you should use it when it's necessary. It's not always necessary. Okay, so you choose your layer, then you choose your tracks. So I could go to my drum kit over here and pick what drum sound I want to use. Drag it into the Fruity Loops environment. Okay, and then once I have two in place, go back to my layer and I right click on the green select button here, the two or three or how many layers I want to add to that layer, and then left click on set children. What that will do is now whenever I play this layer, it will actually play both of these sounds together. I can use my mouse, and you can see on the screen how both of those sounds will light up. I can use my mouse, or I can use my keyboard controller. It's up to me. Okay? Now, what I did was recorded a kick pattern. I put on my metronome, press record, and play. Now that's a 16 bar loop, and if you go into the piano roll, you can see more clearly the pattern that I played. Okay, now the piano roll has a feature here that's called the zoom time. Zoom time allows you to see the entire pattern, or you can stretch it out. This becomes really helpful when you're trying to edit your beat. Now you can actually stretch this out even further. Okay, so when you're editing your beat, sometimes if it's too small, you really can't tell what square it's on, so you may need to stretch it out, right? Now if we go up to our main snap or quantization area, we can set that to none. Now we can move our beats over just a little bit. So if we want to have a special feel to our beats, we don't always want our beat to be right on the line. We might want to move it just a little bit ahead or behind, or whatever we want to do to give it that natural drum sound, right? So there, we did that. We use our zoom time so we can get close in, and then we can zoom out so we can see the whole pattern. Okay, so there's my whole pattern. This is my whole 16 bar. You can see that it loops at bar number 17. Okay, now how do you come up with a rhythm? What's the right rhythm to play? There's really no hard answer to that question. Whatever sounds good to you and whatever feels good to you is the rhythm that you should use. I came up with this rhythm because I knew it had an up-tempo vibe. It had a dark sound to it, and I wanted the kick to bounce with the track. Okay, let me play it one more time for you. All right, now, if you listen to the kick, there's more than one kick playing. I have the two layers, but I also have another kick on my FPC playing. Okay, and that is coming through channel 22 or insert 22. Now, how do I get it? This rhythm, so I don't have to play it again. There's a simple trick that I use. What you do is you go to your track that you recorded, the original track, right click on that track, copy, okay? Then you go down to the track that you want to copy it to. In this case, for me, it's going to be my FPC. It's right here. And then I would right click on the FPC, edit, and paste that rhythm right into the FPC. Now, in order to get it to play on the right drum, I am going to have to select everything in this rhythm, and I'll do that with my select tool. Everything should turn red. Then I can use my pencil and move everything as a group all the way up or down until it lands on my kick drum. That's my kick drum on my FPC. So now the FPC stacks that same rhythm that's played on my kick layer is going to be played on my FPC. Now listen to it. Alright, now listen without the FPC. With the FPC, it's much stronger. So hopefully this segment will teach you some new techniques, including layering. It should have taught you how you can copy a track onto another track or another instrument. It should also teach you just how to create a rhythm. Okay, this rhythm, we can break it down and I can show you exactly how to play this rhythm, but I'd rather you create your own rhythms based on your own creativity. You can study what I did here and just freeze frame the video and watch my rhythm, and you can duplicate that rhythm if you like. It's up to you. Alright, this is your boy King David. I'll see you on the next segment. We're going to talk about the hi-hats, the snares, all the other instruments, and one love.